in Chicago. I'm out here, my Entitled Generations shirt. Shout out Entitled Generations. Shout out Got him Carts. He put me up on Entitled Generations. Funny story about this shirt. I'll tell you another time because I need visual aids. Anyways, it's a beautiful day in the city. Off of one gig, headed to the next. Headed to do some ADR for a co-star role I did. ADR is automatic dialogue replacement for some people. For some people, it's additional dialogue recordings. I've heard of a whole bunch of shit. But basically, is if the audio that they shot on location while you were filming the role didn't come out exactly the way they needed it to, because of whatever reasons. Could have been fucking birds in the background, could have been an airplane, could have been whatever. They asked you to come into the recording studio and do your lines right there in the recording studio. Well, shit, recording studio is my cup of tea. So like I told Vilma, my agent, I might just start busting freestyles in that bitch. Let's see what happens. But didn't know this was happening. Came out the blue. That's the game. It's not your ability, it's your availability. Make yourself available to the game when the game calls on you. That's where we at right now. This is not for the weak of heart. I had mad auditions over my days off, like from the Square gig. You know, you think you're gonna have a day off, but you got 6, 7 auditions, you gotta get that shit done. So that's it. Now we walk through the streets of Chicago, get to this ADR knocked out. I know they need a cough, so I've been practicing my coughing. I'm gonna give them some good coughs and see what happens. I'm basically going live just to test out the system again. Want to go live more on acting. Probably do an acting channel, miscellaneous channel, and probably like an interview channel. Got a bunch of friends I can interview and shit like that. But if you're thinking about getting into the acting game, I'll tell you this much: be committed. Don't come in here thinking that it's sweet. Don't come in here thinking somebody gonna hook you up like that shit didn't work in the rap game. You know how many times I heard, oh, you know, DMX, you fuck with DMX, why can't DMX put you on? Put you on. Ain't no put you on in none of these games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dog, relax, bro. Dog did his part of put me on. Nonstop did their part of put me on by putting me in the position I needed to be in. And what did I do? Capitalize on that position as much as I could. That's the game. Ain't nobody gonna put you on. Nobody gonna, just say, you know what? You should be in my movie just because you think you should be in their movie. It doesn't work like that. It's about going to bed late, waking up early, knowing the shit that you gotta know. When I first got into this acting shit, a big concern was, man, who could remember that many lines? The simplest, silliest shit. But in my game mentally, so I would go do I did a couple of acapella shows with my brother Jello, and I was losing my rhymes while I was on stage. I didn't understand where that was coming from, and when I realized that, because I don't know if some of y'all don't know that I got into this acting game. I started a whole hour-long feature film before I had ever auditioned for anything. So I knew after that I didn't know how to audition that. I'll tell you how I found out. How I found out was I went to an audition. I was gassed up for the audition. The director had seen clips from Lupe. When I got there, he was mad excited. He was like, "Yo, what's this footage from? This footage from Chicago PD? This footage from Chicago Fire?" I'm like, "Nah, it's an indie feature that Fadi Haddad did in the hood." He was mind blown, right? Bet. So then it's time for me to do my audition. I didn't know who to look at. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I know shit. I watched this guy go from excited, the director. I watched this guy go from excited. I watched him melt right there in front of me. And I didn't like that look. So I'm not the type of dude that I'm not overconfident like most of y'all. I'll see where I'm lacking and figure out what I gotta do to make it better. Oh, we got traffic. So so I instantly signed up for classes, audition classes. First one I took was an in-person class with Max Arciniega. This is right at the beginning of the Masoa School. Max Arciniega School of Acting. This was right at the beginning. So I took an auditioning class. That helped a lot. Then I took the monologue class. That helped a lot. And now you find yourself doing 6 or 7 auditions. Some of them don't got many lines, some of them do. But it becomes much easier, much easier. So the things that I was worried about before, they're really nothing to worry about. If you put the work in, it'll all come to you, you know? And I remember Max telling me that early. Well, you do the work, you put the time in. When you lose that shit in your mind, whatever feeling you attach to that shit, it'll come back to you. And if it doesn't, figure it out. And that's the game. But you know, I want to tell these stories and give as much information as I can, because I think people that come from where I come from do well in this grind, and a lot of them don't know where to start. And a lot of people be in my inbox asking me, you know, how do I get my kid into this, into acting or into modeling or whatever. And it's like I can't respond, give everybody that attention, but I can't come out here and break y'all off with some information. I mean, it starts with what you want to do, making a decision. Not a decision to see how it goes. This is not one of those things that you just see how it goes. You gotta make the decision to hurt over the shit, you know? To miss those parties, to miss that Christmas dinner, to miss that get together, because the gang don't owe you shit. And I'm that dude, and that's why my agent fuck with me the way she fuck with me, because she knows that at the drop of a dime, I'll risk it all. At the drop of a dime, I'll jump in a whip, I'll jump on an airplane, I'll go where I gotta go to get where I gotta be, you know? And she knows that I will. Anything less than that is a waste of time. But you put in that work. Listen, I got my first co-star role on a TV show. That shit was not in my thought process. My entire life, like, that shit was too far away. There was no way that was gonna happen for me. But even, you know, people tell you those things, and you want to say, yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I can do this. In the back of your mind, you're thinking to yourself, shit, who the fuck's gonna put me on TV? And guess what? Them people that are up there, they don't deserve it more than me and you. A lot of them just had the opportunity And it happened for them. It didn't work out like that for me. I had to do the work. That's what I'm doing now, doing the work. But again, the first step is commitment. You gotta commit. You don't commit, give yourself a year. Commit to it for a year. If you enjoy it, if you love it, it'll be there for you later. You do the work in this. This is not like the music business. And that's another conversation I had with Max. Like, yo, I'm terrified of giving another 20 years to a game that it doesn't really matter how good you are. It's about who you know, whose ass you kissed, you know, who you did this, that, or the other for. And he was like, yo, this is different. You know, there's a union in Hollywood. There's rules. There's a legit amount of steps. There's a step ladder to this game. It's just up to you to get it. And I learned that this ain't like hip hop. I ain't gotta kiss your ass. I just gotta do the work. I ain't gonna kiss your ass anyway, so I might as well do the work. And that's how it's worked out so far. Like, I done got the nicer checks from TV than hip hop right away, and it's just because of that ladder. Like, this is more structured over here. That's why you see rappers going to get that acting money. Mind you, I still love rap. I'm still an MC forever and a day. But this shit right here, if I work it, it'll work for me. And that's just it. Hold on. I'm losing a lace over here. Losing a lace. But yeah, can't lose no laces. But yeah, so commitment's the first step, man. You gotta commit. You gotta know you want this shit. You know? Just like a commitment to going to the gym. Just like a commitment to being a good father. Just like a commitment to being a good boss. It's something you gotta wake up to every day. Every day I wake up to this acting shit and say, listen, it's a part of my life. So if it asks me for something, if it requires something from me on a Sunday, it is what it is. It gotta be that way. So commitment is number one. Commit to the game. All right. Commitment, and then call Nancy Vella and get your headshots done. That's step 2. Step 3, go holler at Vilma. No, step 3, probably go take a class. And then step 4, go holler at Dream Team Talent. All right, y'all. I'll holler for now. I've arrived at the stew. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed evening. Stay safe. Hopefully this went through with audio and the whole 9 yards. I'll holler. Peace.